What do we have here? That's a familiar. Those are a couple familiar faces, huh? 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 What is up, everyone? Alex here, and today I am playing. Well, I was gonna say a new game, but that's not true. Man, this guy is so cool, so dapper. I wish we had like an introduction to him, like that, maybe. Anyway, we are playing a brand new Let's Play Sly 2 Band of Thieves. And I'm doing a couple things different than my normal Let's Plays, but I'm going to get into that here in a little bit. We are going to do a new game. I'm going to do File 3.
Breaker Alpha Foxtrot, this is the Wizard. Do you read me, Sitting Duck?
The Wizard?
Peking Duck. I hear you, Blizzard.
No, Sly, I'm the Wizard, and you're Sitting Duck.
I read you loud.
Is that how that works?
Blizzard.
No, I'm... Forget it, you're not taking this seriously.
Yeah, I'm not. Look, Bentley, I know this is your first time out in the field, but you've gotta loosen up. If we're gonna get to those clockwork parts, I need you on your toes.
Clockwork parts?
So in plain talk, what's your status?
Well, I've established
What?
myself as
Clockwork
Wizard,
parts?
And I'm pretty sure I can rewire the service elevator if you can power it up from that security station.
Hang tough, pal. It might take some time, but I'll figure out a way to get up there.
Clockwork parts all melted in a volcano. We were there. Anyway, this is a continuation from Sly 1, obviously. If you haven't watched my Sly 1 Let's Play, go watch it. It's pretty good.
Ouch! Hold on,
Bentley,
there it is.
Bentley, Bentley. Bentley, 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 Bentley. He's the brains, apparently. I love these Comic Sans ass little introductory cards. They're great. So he's doing his little hacker thing. I'm waiting around like a doofus. Sly decided he no longer wanted a backpack. He wanted a leg satchel. So he put his backpack on his leg. There's a couple differences between Sly 1 and Sly 2 that I'll be going over soon. Probably going to be talking over these little pieces. Run for it!
Presto, all clear.
Thanks, pal.
How'd I get back
First
here?
time out, you did pretty well.
Oh, this operation is far from complete. Now that the lasers and spotlights are offline, Murray should be moving into position for your rendezvous. I'll stay here and provide computer support while you go on ahead.
So I'm probably going to have to get in a turret and cover him a little bit, obviously. Oh, these hallways are always fun. They have little references from past games and concept art. There's a really funny one that I want to see here in a second. Look at that pixelated goodness. Look at Sly. Look at him. He's such a doofus. Bentley, you're being really obvious. Ah, I was hoping the game would just let me go, but that's okay.
The clockwork parts are being stored up there. Now to get access, you're gonna have to meet up with Murray at the rendezvous point. Unfortunately, the route through the garden is filled with guards.
No problem. I'll
Um,
just take the long way around.
sure.
If memory serves, you need to jump and hit the circle button to run along ropes.
Okay. So, let's see. Sly 2 is a little more open world than Sly 1. This was back when open world games weren't really a thing. So, it's not going to be like Far Cry, Assassin's Creed, or Spider-Man for the PS4 levels of open world. We also have a health bar up in the top left, instead of being a one-hit unless we have a Lucky Charm kind of dealio. I'm still trying to figure out how clockwork parts survived.
Along the way. Try pressing on ahead without him.
I don't want to. I want my buddy Murray. Where is he at? That's to restore our health. Coins are more helpful in this game. Hi, Murray. The brawn. They couldn't capitalize the brawn? They didn't feel like it, huh? Okay.
Greetings, citizen. I hope you weren't harmed by my meteoropic entrance.
No,
We gotta talk about those gloves, dude.
Good, good. The Thunderflop knows neither friend nor foe. Only
That's
destruction.
terrifying.
Yeah, could you maybe channel some of that raw energy into the security gate?
Of course. It is nothing before the Murray.
Aha. So, so we have our Band of Thieves kind of style. It's showing that Sly, Bentley, and
All clear.
Murray are all playable in this game.
Before you.
And we'll be getting into that later, seeing what they can all do.
The truth.
Don't do it. This is a stealth mission. Okay.
Solid work, Murray. You're really in the zone.
My hulking frame is too much for that puny rope. You go ahead and unlock the doors from the inside. I'll be waiting in the hallway to help you carry out the clockwork parts.
They're melted. We need like we're gonna be carrying like melted down orbs of I don't really know what happens to scrap metal that's melted down. I'm about to expose my ignorance. Where are the clockwork parts?
The clockwork part should be here. This is all wrong. We need to pull the plug on this operation right now.
Freeze,
What?
Cooper.
Inspector Fox, as beautiful and unpredictable as ever.
Whereas you crooks are so.
You sound different.
You always
I wonder
assume
why.
the scene of the crime.
Crime? I haven't stolen anything. Yet.
Oh, really?
Drinking
Then
my
you broke
drink.
in last night and made off with all the clockwork parts. You
What?
got
Somebody
the
beat me to him?
Someone
That's-
already stole the parts?
What?
Don't play dumb with me. It might not have been him, Carmelita. The method of
Oh,
entry
thank
of
you,
guard casualties
new
all
person.
point to this being a claw gang job.
The Claw Gang?
Constable Neela, I allow
Sly's
you
just
to
sitting
say
here
this
like,
statement as a favor to the Contessa. I really don't need any help. Oh, I think
Sly,
you're
while they're
right.
bickering with each other, you might as well just try to leave.
Sly Cooper is right here.
Right?
I caught
Just
him red-handed.
scamper out of there.
Just saying that there are other criminals in the world other than
Thanks for listening to
Sly
me, Cooper.
After him!
Oh boy.
Hey, come back here, Ringtail!
I don't want to. That sounds you're shooting at me. Murray, that was quite the jump.
Take a leg, Murray. It's time to go.
Yeah, no joke. We're actually being shot at.
This wasn't part of the playout.
Yeah, well, this is where things get fun.
So, this is just our normal run from Carmelita kind of gig while trash talking her a little bit. I wanted to get into why this Let's Play is different. I'm going to be not killing
I'll keep Carmelita
as few guards as possible,
Going to jail.
Pick me up at the rendezvous.
is essentially what's going on. And we'll be able to go over that more when we get to an actual overworld level. That's a lot of cop cars. There's no way any cars can get through that blockade, right?
Thief!
Totally. Somehow the van made it through.
You can't run forever!
This game's totally unrealistic. Very much so. I love the pyramid in the background. Very cool looking. We're just gonna keep moving. Carmelita, you're either a terrible shot or you just like letting Sly Cooper get away. One of the two. I bet it's the last one. She's got that raccoon fever, if you know what I mean. Yeah. The invisible wall, let me.
I'll find you, Cooper!
Of course. I'm gonna stay a little quiet for this cutscene here.
Carmelita's just as angry as ever. She's really quite lovely when she's angry. That Constable Neela, was a reference to the Claw Gang just a slip of the tongue, or an intentional clue? Either way, it's her only lead on the missing clockwork parts. Clockwork. He was consumed with jealousy for the Cooper clan's thieving reputation. Is it inappropriate to refer to him as a monster? No, not at all. What kind of person stays alive for hundreds of years with the express intention of wiping out a rival's family line? Imagine the hatred fueling that first decision to replace his mortal body with soulless machinery. Ultimately, it did the trick. Clockwork lived on. He caught up with my parents, and I wound up in an orphanage. It's there that I met my pals, Bentley, the brains of our outfit, and Murray, the brawn. They turned out to be all the family I needed. 2 years ago, I thought I'd finished it. How naive to think I could so easily put an end to that kind of hatred. And now he's back. In pieces, sure, but the threat is real. Does the Claw Gang even realize what they've stolen? I don't know what's in my future, but I won't let it be a repeat of my past.
That's terrifying. Sly 2 Band of Thieves. So, yeah, like I said, I'm going to go over a little bit about the rules of this Let's Play. Basically, I'll be 100%ing the game, which, for the sake of this game, means, yeah, when the following icon appears, your progress is being saved. I know it. It's easy. So, for the purposes of the game, it is getting from episode 1 to episode, counting, 8, right? Yeah. So there's 8 episodes, which is chapters or levels, however you want to phrase that. I'm going to be calling them episodes, because that's what the game calls them. And the only collectibles in the game are those bottles. There's only 30 per stage, which means there's 240. It's a lot. All the clues lead up to a vault, which gives you a special ability. Kind of similar to the first game. In my opinion, the collectibles are easier in this game. And then the key point of this Let's Play is that I will be killing as few guards as possible. This is a pacifist playthrough. There are going to be some missions where it's going to have to happen. I will be counting each and every single one of them and seeing how low of a score I can get by the end. And if you want to play along and beat my probably really easy to beat score, you go for it. Anyway, let's start episode 1, The Black Chateau. We get our little load up screen. No worries there. And again, being quiet.
I had to call in a few favors to get the goods on the Claw Gang's local operator. Dimitri, a sort of underworld celebrity, equally at home in high-class art circles and shady back-alley crimes. He was once a passionate young art student who worked hard to develop his own visionary style. Unfortunately, the art world wasn't quite ready for his kinetic aesthetic. So he gave them what they wanted and started forging old masterpieces. His way of punishing those with bad taste. Dimitri now runs a nightclub on the west side. The thumping music, colorful light shows, and a hint of danger lure in chic young patrons from far and wide. And it's here, hidden somewhere, where we'll find the clockwork tail feathers. What Dimitri plans to do with the clockwork part is beyond me. But those plans end tonight.
Sly Cooper and the gang in The Black Chateau. I do love me these Saturday morning cartoon title cards. So, I am playing on the PS3 version of the Sly collection on the PS3. Honestly, kind of an inferior version of the PS2 ones. For a couple reasons I'll be getting into later, but I'm sure you've noticed, like, the aspect ratio. You can see things at the right and left side of the screen that you really weren't supposed to be able to see in the PS2 version. So it's just minor annoyance stuff like that. Here we have the hideout, where I can select my characters. Only Sly Cooper's available, but I can connect to ThiefNet and buy myself some gadgets. We'll get into. I'll probably not buy all of them, but the ones I do get, I'll be sure to explain. We are somewhere in France, hanging out.
It's gonna be a real pleasure robbing this nightclub.
I share in your enthusiasm, but before we hit the inside, we'll need to do a little reconnaissance.
I've always wanted to rob a nightclub blind.
Have in mind.
Le Theater.
Special antenna on the safe house to help with our first
Neat.
job. Hacking into
Not
Dimitri's satellite array.
totally conspicuous, but that's okay.
For the job start beacon have been uploaded to your binocucom. Make your way to this position, and I'll give you a full briefing on our objective.
I'm on my way.
I'll just do that. Okay, so like we see, we have an overworld available to us. We can explore all that good stuff. Here are these bottled clues that I'll be collecting.
You just found appears to be some sort of clue.
Thank you, Bentley.
Safe house. In the meantime, see if you can find any more clues. The more I have, the easier it'll be to crack the code.
Now, he says the more I have, but really...
Why? If you click the
Whoops.
L3 button, you know, press the left analog stick.
Uh-oh. Run away.
Aim some virtual markers into your thief map. They'll
Bentley, stop it.
your way around.
I know what I'm doing.
No markers are in view. Use the right analog
I'm
stick
good.
to move the camera and look around a bit.
You know what? Oh, wait, I don't want to fight. This is a pacifist playthrough. And here we have our introduction to missions. We just hit the highlight, or the holographic marker, and we start a mission.
Access to his database.
How am I supposed to do that?
To start, you'll need to get to the top of that tower. Then reposition the satellite dish to point at my safe house antenna. If you want to climb on stuff, jump and hit the circle button to grab hold. Try climbing up that pipe.
Right. Jump and press the circle button to climb pipes. I'm on it.
Jump and hit the circle button to do a lot of things, Sly. Circle button is our go-to action button. So, this is a tutorial mission. Kind of walks us through it pretty hard.
When you're
Yeah.
markers, press the circle button to use the object. Great. The first one's in position. I've
At the end of each episode... Bentley, I am talking, dude.
Remember, click the L3 button to locate
Oh my
your
god,
next
Bentley.
objective.
Bentley, I got it. Oh, I tried to show off. And that gets me nowhere. I'm just trying to collect the bottles as I see them, because I don't think I have too much of an issue with this level, but some of the later levels, I lose track of all the bottles I have constantly. I also call them bottles over clues. I don't really... It's hard for me to call them clues. It reminds me too much of Blue's Clues, which according to my parents, I was obsessed with as a little kid. So that's a thing that you know about me now. At the end of each episode, I'm also going to be giving an update on, like, how many guards have been, I don't want to say killed, because I don't think Sly Cooper murders anybody, but knocked out guard casualties. I'll also be keeping track of how many times I have personally died, which I don't expect that number to be high, and how many clues or bottles we have remaining in the level, or how many we've had collected, that kind of thing. Which,
Okay.
if you hear that,
Activate
yeah. I also want to show a little trick. If you go into your options and lower the music volume all the way, which I usually don't do because the music in this game is completely stellar.
temperature by pressing the L3 button to find the last dish.
Bentley, I'm trying to go over something.
Remember, the view is always better from the top.
You've said that already. Anyway, you get a better...
Down the R1
Bro!
walking to break into a fast run, but be careful, as this is sure to be loud
Bentley.
enough to alert any guards in the vicinity.
Bentley, buddy, shut up. So I can turn down the music volume, and it makes hearing this little tip-tappy noise. Yeah, that one. The tip-tappy noise of the clues is easier to hear. But I'm gonna go back and turn the music back on because I like it. I think it's good music. I don't need to turn it up all the way, but because it is a little overwhelming, and I don't like having to talk over game audio that much. I don't like having to compete with it. Oh, I hear tip-tappy though. Yeah. So, like Bentley's been saying, we can press R1 to run in this game. Because your default is a little more subtle, so you don't alert guards. They have a little radius around them where they will hear any noise, running, smashing things, that kind of thing. Coins. And then hit the satellite, and we are in pretty good shape. I hear those damn tip-tappy noise. And then we have our little job completed thing going on. Oh, 1% done.
Downloading from Dimitri's
Yeah, no problem.
as we speak.
All in a
Dope.
night's work. So, where do we go from here?
Your next job is to break into the nightclub and take some reconnaissance photos of the clockwork tail feathers.
Neat.
Get inside. You'll have to sneak
Okay.
Awesome.
Cellar.
Very cool. I hear tip-tapping noise, though. And I need that clue. And honestly, I am looking at the time, so we're probably going to call the episode. Where is that noise coming from? I have to know. One sec, it's gonna drive me up the wall if I don't figure it out. I thought there was a way up there, but I guess not. Ugh, this is gonna drive me crazy. I'm just gonna assume it's down here. There it is. And there's a bottle. Hey, we're already a third done with the bottles. And we will be starting this mission in the next episode. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share. It's a brand new series, so the more people I get invested, the higher chance you'll see multiple videos in a day, that kind of thing. And again, I just want to apologize for the lack of videos recently. The Jack and Daxter series is not over. I needed to take a break from that for a minute. Not anything due to the series or the feedback or anything. Just some personal stuff happened in my life recently where I needed to address it for a couple days. But I am back, baby. So, I will see you all in the next one.